Welcome back, Capricorn. This is Born Without Boundaries if you're new. This is my channel on YouTube, obviously. My name is Michelle, and I'm an Oracle Tarot card reader, and I'm studying astrology. So if I throw in some astrological tidbits, it's usually by one of my trusted sources because I don't really read the charts yet, but I'm an enthusiast and I'm a student. So wish me luck with that. Capricorn, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for turning out. Thank you so much for liking and sharing my videos and interacting with me in the comment area. I am grateful for your presence. Just so that you know, this is going to be a two-part reading. The second part will be on Vimeo. So if you choose at the end of this reading to head on over there, then you're going to get a romance-focused reading as well as tarot cards pulled to articulate and basically take a deeper dive into the message that we get coming up here. This message will be a full message. It won't be half. I won't leave you hanging so that I can force you over to Vimeo. That's not my intent at all. What my intent is to expand the offerings and to give people what they need. I don't do intentionally romance focused, twin flame focused readings. Those messages come out in my readings because somebody has to hear them. That's what it is. The one romance focused reading I do is on the weekends. And you guys are welcome to partake in that as well. But that's the only romance intentional reading I'll read, focusing on romance in particular. Generally speaking, Capricorn, what I do is I focus on big love. I focus on goals, aspirations, love, true, pure love. Could be between you and a child, could be between you and somebody else in your life. Could be between you and what you do, what you have passion for, how you want to change the world. Like, that is love. Understood that is love, and that is connection. So when I mention love and connection, that's really what I'm talking about. You know, despite what pronoun I use, it's that big love that I mean. Let's get into your reading. This is the week ahead glance for August. Let me see, that's 2/20. So I can timestamp when the reading began. This is the week ahead reading for August 4th through August 11th. Capricorn. We had a really rough Cancer season. And for you, I feel like it hit you in your house of career. I'm not sure about that, but I feel like it really did hit you in terms of what was going on, backwards motion, being really frustrated at work, not being seen for what you deserve. And this is very, very important to you. Cancerians, it was more, it hit them at home. You know, it hit them. It also hit them in terms of worldly progress, in terms of things coming up and getting them in the butt that they never expected, unexpected twists and turns, unexpected, in my case, diagnoses. But honestly, it's between you and Cancer, Capricorn, that the portal lies, right? Because you're the two nodes between the South Node and the North Node, the beginning and the end. You know, conducting people through this portal to their higher sense of selves. It's just so amazing to me how different readings can be. Trust in divine detours. You're distracted by something in your past. Know your worth. Maybe that's a reminder, Capricorn. Porcupine spirit, time for a beginner mind. You need a harsh reset. Life is a mystery. This is something that you don't understand or know or even feel comfortable with yet. Clear out the clutter. All right, Capricorn, I see what's going on. You have an ex or an ex situation. Like I said, this isn't about romance. So it could very well be a job that you're currently in that you're basically stuck in. Or at least you feel stuck in. You're distracted with that backward glance of obligation and feeling that you need to stick with something to the very end, even though it is grinding your nails and wearing you out and honestly hurting you. This is prickly shit. It's hurting you. It's either a relationship or a job, but you're holding on to something that doesn't belong anymore, and you need to let it go. You don't understand it. This is new. You don't understand it. You don't understand what's going on. There's a lot of nonsense and confusion that's happening that has nothing to do with you. Maybe you're getting it thrown on you. You're dealing with a lot of work that isn't even supposed to be yours. You're dealing with a lot in the relationship that isn't even supposed to be yours. And this is just It's overwhelming for you and too much. For those of you in happy relationships, it has to do with things being thrown at you and your spouse. Situations that feel a little bit overwhelming, and honestly feeling stuck in your current job, as if your current job is somehow hindering your family's advancements. It's time for something brand new, Capricorn. It's time for you to take the jump and leap. And I know that you don't jump. I know that you don't leap. I know that you need something, but this is rebirth. Okay? This is what Spirit is calling you to do. You've taken a long time to get to this point. And you may be stuck and staying stagnant. Watch your words. This warning, first of all, let me finish the thought. You may be stuck and stagnant because honestly, right now, you feel like everything is riding on your shoulders and your family couldn't afford mortgage if you jumped out of your job and took a risk on a new one, right? You feel a great deal of responsibility to keep yourself in the miserable situation because people rely on you. Okay? But that is not the case, Capricorn. That is just you keeping yourself in a miserable situation. And let me tell you, if these people really love you, and if you're a Capricorn in a relationship, they do really love you. Jump, because they're going to have your back. They're going to support you. This is something that they want you happy more than the extra dollars in the banking account right now. Your happiness is more important to them. Okay? The one warning here is watch your words, because somebody's listening. Somebody's listening. If it's your spouse, they're listening because they care about you. Maybe if you're a single Capricorn, it's the same message. It's just you don't have the significant other. Essentially what it is you still have to get out of this drudging situation. You still have to get out of this situation, this circumstance. Either it's a relationship that you're in, like a boyfriend, girlfriend, that you really need to let go of. Like, this is your message. I'm telling it to you right now, Capricorn. You need to leave this behind, because all it's doing is stinking up your life and hurting you. Hurting you. That's it. That's it. And you don't understand it. Like, honestly, you don't see this significant other. You don't see this person for what they are. You don't really know who they are. You've never really known. And maybe you don't even understand why things aren't working out, because you've been putting in so much effort and energy. Too damn bad. Too damn bad. In certain situations, too damn bad for them. For them, not for you. Done. You don't have to understand it, Capricorn. Stop wasting your time and your energy trying to understand them and what went wrong, trying to understand why they aren't contributing, trying to understand why the job isn't working out or why it's such a shit show there. That in and of itself is cluttering up your space and wasting your time. You need something new. You need something new. I've just heard another reading in my head for another category of you. I'm going to go over that pretty soon. Let me finish, though. You need something new. Take the leap. Go with the flow. There will be enough abundance in your life to carry you through. Absolutely. There will be enough to carry you through. You have what you need. But watch your words, especially if this is a work situation. Somebody's listening. Somebody is literally almost going to try to manipulate you with words, because they don't want you to leave. They value your contribution. It's just you're not getting enough out of it. And because they value your contribution, and because you can be very intuitive, Capricorn, on some level you can feel how much they need you. You, because of your sense of responsibility, are staying. But they're a bunch of bullshit. All they are is going to like vampire off of you and not give you what you need. And this is coming really strong more for work than anything else. But it could be a bad relationship too. Now, the message that I was talking about for another group of you is single Capricorns in a new relationship. Something just was born. Like literally just been born. Maybe with a Pisces, could also be with a Virgo, could also be with a Cancerian, probably with a water sign, probably not Scorpio. It just started off. This is a great relationship, but watch how you speak. This other person is sensitive, especially if they're a water sign. And you can be very to the point with what you say. and your behavior can be, you can make decisions really quickly. It's part of your superpower. That will offend them. And you don't want that. Listen, I'm not trying to say you should tiptoe around somebody. I'm trying to say this is actually a life education lesson for you, to learn how to speak and communicate and learn a little bit more about how your behavior and your actions and your words affect others. This is that time. This relationship is going to teach you that skill set to actually broaden you and expand your capabilities in ways that you haven't had access to yet. This is a new place for you, but it's a good place. This is for those Capricorns that are singles and you've just met somebody and you can feel there's a good vibe about this person and you're really invested in making things work. I swear to God, this is like Pisces, little fishies, Pisces, Cancerian. They're a different kind for you. And maybe you're used to dealing with more fire signs or earth signs and they don't take things as personally because they're blunt like you. But guess what, Capricorn? If you're dealing with a water sign, they're not blunt. They're very subtle. In fact, lots of times they communicate intuitively. So how you behave is even more important than what you say. So watch your words. Don't even bother with words. If you're involved with a water sign, it's more just how you behave that they're really paying attention to. And this is a whole new realm for you. It's fascinating, though. It's fascinating, and I gotta say, I'm happy about this relationship. There's a goodness to it. This is if it's new. If this is an old relationship, you already know that you're in it. This is an old relationship that isn't working out because you can feel the drainage. You can feel it, but you're still looking back, staying in it because you feel a sense of obligation to this person. Now, this could be a relationship that is romantic. It could be a relationship with a parent that probably not a parent though. Could be a child that's draining you too much. Because they're damn well old enough to take care of themselves and they're not contributing. And honestly, it's just hurting you. It's hurting you. It's like a pin cushion. You're sleeping on pin cushions every night. It's stinking up your life. Or this is your job. This is your work. And I really feel like this is like just like a shady boss almost. Like things going on behind the scenes at work that you don't understand. And you know what? You don't need them. You have a sense of obligation to them because of your sense of duty and responsibility. It's a very strong sense of duty and responsibility, Capricorn. But I'm telling you right now, bullocks. Get out of the situation. There's something better for you. And yes, you can handle it. Yes, maybe a little bit of your savings will be depleted. Don't you think you're worth that? Don't you think that you're worth that 10 grand in the bank? You're not spending it on nothing. You're spending it on your happiness, your freedom, your being able to breathe, your being you're being able to sleep at night because you're not too stressed and it's keeping you up. You're being like your stomach's not being upset or migraines coming all the time. This stress has started to manifest itself physically through things like migraines and upset stomachs and not being able to rest at night. And so that's what I'm saying to you. There's a discomfort here like you're sleeping on a pin cushion. You need to start over and give yourself a fresh start. Get out of this job. Capricorn, you're the only ones that I would tell, get out of this job now. And the reason why you're the only ones that I would tell is because you will find work. You will always find work, or you will make it yourself and you will make it abundant and you will make it profitable. That is your super fucking power. Productivity. So do not doubt yourself. I'm here giving you a full-on dose of, I believe in you. I know you can pull this off. On some level, you know you can pull it off, but I can still hear a few of you saying, but they need me. They don't need you. They need to keep using you. They like what you give them, and they don't even appreciate it that much. Get the out of there. I'm not going to say any more on that. For the Capricorns that are in this new relationship, could be a new job, right? Like I said, big love. Could be a new job having to do with something that's more like less what you would traditionally do, like less of a corporate, less of a labor job, but more like not necessarily working with children, working with charities, a nonprofit. This could be you really learning a whole different, you're learning a whole different language. That's what you're doing. But it's something that you're very interested in, and they're very interested in you, and it's worth learning that language for. But this is why watch your words, because right now you're still in the beginning. That's what I'm feeling. It's not so much a warning. It's telling me that you guys are still in the beginning process of this, right? You're still learning this new language with this new group or at this new job or with this new person. And it's honestly, it's got beautiful relationship written all over it. There's all colors of the rainbow and happiness here. There's a free flow. There's a relief. There's a sense of peace that you've never felt anywhere before. I'm saying to you this to you right now, Capricorns. This is a new situation that you've gotten yourself into, and this new situation is a good one. Now, let me say this. For you such Capricorns that are still want to be stuck in this old job or old relationship, guess what's waiting for you when you jump? I told you that you could rely on it. I told you you don't have to believe in me believing in you. I told you on the other side of this bullshit is a new opportunity right away. You just go jump in and go with the flow, and you'll be carried. You'll be carried there. There's a new abundance waiting for you. You'll get a job very quickly. You don't have to worry the way that you're worrying. And for those of you who are still stuck on this idea, you need to stay, because literally this person is just going to keep draining you. They're going to literally just keep being a vampire on you. And you're food. That's all you are. You're not you are trying to convince yourself, and this is the mask part of it. You're trying to convince yourself that you are doing it for the better and doing it for the good and doing it for them. You're doing it because you're scared. And you're tricking yourself. You're putting lipstick on a pig. You're putting a blue dress on a devil. You're putting a wool on a lamb's clothing on a wolf. That's what you're doing. And I don't know why you're doing it, except the fact that you have a lot of baggage from your past that's keeping you stuck. And that's what's going on in that stuck situation. You're going to continue to get your migraines, continue to not sleep well, continue to not rest well, and it's going to continue to stink up your life. And it's going to start affecting, if you're in a family, it's going to start affecting them too. It's going, like, the smell is going to permeate like a skunk's scent. It's not just going to be your life that you're stinking up. It's going to stick onto other people, because that's how big it's becoming. As much as you think you can contain this, you can't. All right, Capricorns, thank you so much for joining me today. This concludes the first part of your message. Now, if this is where we part ways, then thank you so much. For those of you who want to flip, head on over to the Vimeo. There's the link below. You can just click it in the description box. I'm going to go deeper into this new relationship, because I'm going to focus on romance. I'm going to focus on working out what's going on, a little bit more details on what's going on with perhaps this work. And I'm going to focus on romance to see what's in the future for you guys and what's the prognosis for this new beginning relationship that's just taking off. This old relationship, you don't have to go no further. You don't have to go no further than this reading. I'm going to tell you this right now. You need to get out of it. And I don't want to hear anything else about it. And but what you could gain from the Vimeo video is a little bit more details as into when the new job is going to come. What kind of new job is going to be offered. Even though it's kind of right here. Nonprofit. And the new job will be waiting for you almost immediately. At least by, I would say, Halloween. Early November. And I think you got enough saved up, because you're Capricorns, you have enough to save up to sustain you for, August, 2 or 3 months. You can do it. But honestly, it probably won't even take that long. But if it does, you're okay. You're going to be okay. Anyway, I will see you guys over on the Vimeo if you want to join me. If not, I'll see you guys next week.